All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our smart contracts project. Let's have a look at what we're going to be going over today. Now, we're still inside our Buy Me a Coffee introduction module. Just pick up with some light reading. We're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. Yesterday, the last topic we touched on was a doc strings. So that's where we're going to pick it up at. So the first thing we're going to do is add a doc string to the function. We'll describe what it does. This is done by adding a comment above the function, which looks like this. So you can see we went over this yesterday just to go a little bit more in detail. You can see here we have our three quotes above and below. This distinguishes where our doc strings will be, and this will be where our explanation is of our function and what it's going to be doing. So notice that we use the triple quotes to indicate where our comments start and end. The triple quotes most commonly used in Python, but it also works in Vyper. Now, this is the general way to add doc strings to our functions, which is a good practice to get into. And in between the triple quotes, we will add a description of what the function does, like we did above. Next, we will go over funding ETH in a transaction. The first thing we do is tackle how we send ETH to the contract. To start, every single transaction that we send, no matter what it is, has to have a value. We can take a look at the Remix IDE. You will notice that it has a value field, which is where we can specify the amount of ETH we want to send in the contract or the transaction. Every ecosystem has a value field. Let me move down a little bit so you can finish. Every single transaction will have a value. However, not every function can read that value. So what we need to do is tell our function that we want it to read from the value field. What we need to do to tell a function that we want it to read from the value field is add the decorator payable, which will look something like this. So you can see here we have our add external, and then we have the decorator payable. This is going to let our function know that we want it to actually read from the value field inside of the Remix IDE. And I'm going to leave it there for now. Tomorrow we'll actually dive into the Remix IDE so I can show you what the value field looks like, so you can see exactly what this payable field or this payable director is actually going to be assessing. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.